20th, 2023, 8:26 p.m. Hey y'all, welcome back to Everybody's Got a Story. I'm glad you're here. So y'all, I was thinking about hate, the word hate, and how it makes people feel. And in thinking about hate, it's easy to think about all of the feelings and emotions that come with it, right? Which is darkness, basically, right? Because the opposite of dark is light. The opposite of hate is love. So hate brings about anger and rage and fury and grief and strife and depression, mental illness, and I hate to say violence and death. I was just thinking that when you think of like the sun, like the light and the dark, you automatically know that on the light side, everything's supposed to be fine, right? Everything is supposed to be happy. Everything is supposed to be joyous. Everything is supposed to be okay. Like you trust, you have faith, like, and you just have faith. Like it's just easy to have faith, right? But when you think about the dark side, right? It's just more to figure out, right? Because it's always mysterious. It's always complex. It's always something going on, right? Underlying beneath, right? So it's always mystery. But with love, it's just like, it just is, right? You know, like with light, it just is, right? So like you have so much faith in light that if it told you go ahead, if you just cross over into this light side over here and just jump off this cliff, you will be caught. You will be caught. Nothing will happen to you. A person just might do it because they have much faith. That much faith. This is the light. This is the light. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm good over here. But then you look to the dark side and it's like, dun, 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 dun. It's like, I don't know. But what's crazy is it's like, how you mean you don't know? The dark? How you mean you don't know, right? That should be an automatic hell no, just like the other side should be an automatic hell yes, right? But that's why the dark has to entice you. That's why the dark has to do special things, tricks and shit, to entice you, to seduce you, to like pull you in, to make you want to stay or come to that side. Come to the side, right? Kind of like those sexy sirens. I've read stories. Sorry, oof, my accent came out real strong. I read stories where people say they were walking out on this beach. Okay, this guy said he was walking out on a beach. I don't remember where. I don't remember. But he said he was walking out on a beach at night and he saw this naked lady just standing on the beach or whatever. And she was, I don't know, he said gesturing towards like, come to me or something, or hi. I don't know. She was speaking to him, whatever. And he was like, he was being all seduced and he almost went over there. He almost went over, right? And then his uncle called out to him and was like, hey, come, leave her be, come, whatever. And it turned out that it was like something called a siren from the ocean, and they come and they snatch you up and bring you down with them in the ocean. I'm like, oh, I don't have time. Like that shit is real. So it's like, you know, the dark, you should probably say no to the dark, but the dark has ways of tempting you to come that way. And I'm not going to lie, because I am one to say that I don't mind dipping into my shadow side every now and again. I have said that, but not in like a horrible way. I mean, and it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's great. It's fun. You know, everyone's happy. Okay. So, but it's just, you know, it's not, you know, certain things is not for everybody, and it's not going to be for everybody. And that's okay, because everybody is into different things, right? But, you know, I think most of us, when we think about dark, we think about evil, you know? I believe that there's different shades of darkness, just like there's different shades of light, right? Right. And we see that the most at different times of the day when the sun is setting in certain parts of the home or in parts of the office, and it gives off different kind of lighting. It's not full on bright light, you know, but it's starting to dim, but you know. So I'm like up in there. That's where I am with it. That's what I mean when I'm talking about my shadow side. You still got some light creeping through there, okay? Okay. And if it gets dark, it gets dark for a few hours, okay? All right, past that. But I think, the hate that most people have a problem with is the kind of hate that is so dark and evil that it, causes violence and it takes lives. That's like the red zone. That's like the red alert, ring the alarm. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody to the left of that is like, are in opposition of. And even the light that infiltrates into the dark and it's like dim, patches during the different times of the day when it's just about to get dark. But it's just, that part too. That part is running from that part too. That part is running from that dark too. Damn, which means part of you is even running from you. Damn, that was deep. So it's like the dark is running from itself? My bad, y'all. I took a pause for a minute, okay? I had to I think I stepped away for at least 5 minutes. It felt like it was longer than that, honestly. Because it just, like, I had the chills, like, that just blew, like, I was like, damn, the dark is running from itself. Because I never thought about it like that. I never looked at it like that. But then I was like, but when you think about, I guess, lost souls, people that kind of can fall into different patterns of darkness, or sometimes falls into like the real darkness and shit where, bitch, and sometimes it can be so dark, like they can be so far down there that it's hard to find their way back to the light because they done ran from themselves for so damn long. The darkness ran from itself for so long, been running from itself for so long, that maybe it just mutated into something like in the deep depths of the ocean, right? There are creatures, cretins, critters, whatever the hell you call them, okay? I have seen pictures of some things down in the ocean, deep down in the ocean, and it is some creepy, scary movie type situation. Creatures down there, and it's like, whoa, what in the you know what I'm saying? Why do you look like that? Like, how did you become like that? Like, why do you look so scary and scary, evil? They look scary and evil. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're very, I don't know. But it's some different kind of creatures down there. It's just like different mutations of what, I don't know. But would it take on a different form? Would those creatures all the way in the depths of the black, dark ocean where there ain't no light, if they came up closer to the surface, would that change their form? Would it change how they live as a species? Because they're now being surrounded by other species that actually look different from them. They'll start mating with probably the different species if they don't scare them the hell away. Them things scary down there. They're gonna be trying to, go out on a date with another creature boo, fish boo, whatever boo in the damn ocean. They're gonna scare them the hell away because they probably still look creepy. And just hopefully they don't get mad and take no fish booty. Okay, that's what I'm just saying. Okay, and I'm not making a joke out of that. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I mean. That just took a whole different turn. I have never thought in this form or fashion like this about I'm just letting y'all know that right now, okay? I'm like surprised at myself right now. So maybe that's why the darkness runs from itself. Maybe the darkness runs from itself because maybe everything else runs from it. And the crazy part is it needs us. Dark needs light just like light needs dark. That's what's crazy. Because if dark didn't want light, why would it keep attracting itself to it? Why would it keep why would it keep wanting it, right? Why does it keep coming for it, right? Infiltrating, coming for it, right? At the end of the day, the dark is always going to be attracted to the light because it feeds it. The dark is always going to be attracted to the light. And there is some light that is going to always dabble into the dark. I guess that would be considered the sin part. Whatever, not. Balance is key. We're not always going to be light. We're not always going to be dark. Sometimes we can be. Sometimes some people are always in the light. I mean, I guess. You know, I guess somebody would have to come forward and say that, like, I am always in the light. I am always happy, happy, happy. I mean, for the most part, I'm usually happy. I'm a pretty bubbly person, so for the most part, I'm usually an upbeat person. But it doesn't mean that I don't have my moments. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to believe that, you know, someone can always be light, because you're not always going to be light. You know, there's going to be some shades of gray, some shades of darkness, and the balance comes in, you know, where you just make sure you don't go too dark, that you work on staying right in the middle between that light and that dark, like crossing over state lines. When you're on a road trip and you're crossing over state lines, you're like, oh, I just, you know, like that, right in the middle. That's the balance. Anyway, y'all, just try to stay balanced. Try to stay in the middle, you know, and make sure not to run from yourself. Unconditionally love on yourself the way you would want someone else to unconditionally love on you. Make sure to give to yourself what you deserve. And the older we get, the wiser we get, the more we evolve. So we're always going to have new layers to nurture, which means just learning some new things. Nothing wrong with that. This all got very, very deep, and I'm so glad that I stopped to record this, because I literally was just having a moment and I was like, I think this is something I need to record, and I'm so glad that I did, and I so hope y'all feel me on this, and I would appreciate your feedback and your comments. So as usual, thanks everybody for listening to Everybody's Got a Story, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.